We're good? All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the latest week in review, where we recap the previous week and anything extra. We've got some interesting topics for this week, really just more focused on Hasbro. Hey, maybe you saw one of the things. We've got some information on products, some real news just with Hasbro in general, which is not really that surprising, but we'll be getting into it slowly. Obviously, I want to say welcome to everyone to the latest week in review. Hopefully next week we'll have a little bit more. This week was okay, though. This week was definitely okay. My father will be helping out with managing. And yeah, we're going to get started in just a second. We're going to go over the week recap. Oh, Monday. What do we do on Monday? Well, if you saw for Monday, whoa, what did we do? The lights. The lights, yes. I'll make sure the speed's at 100. I think the speed might be a little bit slow there. But yeah, basically we did the Light Stadium, and we did it with Takaratomi Beyblade. So if you're wondering, Tuesday, what did we do on Tuesday? We did Brave versus Mirage Pro Series. That was pretty exciting to actually do, and a lot of fun. Wednesday, we did, this time it was actually Stadium Mod, where it's technically with the Light Ignite Stadium, but with the Motor Strike. So if you want to see like some crazy hard-hitting attacks like we're seeing right here, we gotta like process it. Definitely check out that video. Then after Thursday was it Flame Pandora? Yeah, Pandora. And it looked cool in the stadium. Well, in the upgraded stadium, to be clear, because we did upgrade the Light Ignite Stadium Friday. Friday, what was it? Oh, Stellar Hyperion. Right. Yeah, Stellar Hyperion. We did our full overview. Some nice battles. I don't know if I threw in a highlight with the lights. Probably not, just because it wasn't as strong on that one. And then after, Saturday, we did our ZANKYE cast with Crazy Aries. So if you want to see another one of the ZANKYE casts, it's a nice listen. We also had the Pandora Energy Uprising 4-pack, which is just basically just going over all the Pandoras, which we will eventually do a full video going over all of it, going over all the battles with the Pandoras, because I know people have been asking. Next up on the topic is the other channel stuff. Okay, hold on. There we go. Other channel stuff. We got an update finally. All right, see ZANKYE 2, we're finally uploading, huh? We have the testing channel with Stellar Hyperion and Flame Pandora, and for ZANKYE 2, Bottleman. If you want to know what Bottleman is, it's basically drink puns with like cool spirit stuff, and it shoots bottle caps. Oh, and also shout out to Royal Kaiju for being a member on the Bazaar Zone. Greatly appreciated. I think we did post updates, actually, on some of the other tiers recently. But, oh my god, the Monster Claw, huh? Alrighty, next up, what do we got? The prices, we already showed it. Okay, so this is legit. So and this is what the stadium's name is, which is kind of a silly name, but whatever. Light Ignite Battle Set, $66.99 USD, confirmed, and about $99.99 Canadian. So, good old and bottom one is specifically Toys R Us for the price, I can say that. So I don't know if it goes higher or lower, but I'm pretty sure I've seen the Motor Strike at Toys R Us, so it should stay around that. So, again, like I said, if it's a similar price to the Motor Strike, probably going to wait on it, which does bring us to the topic of Hasbro, the big topic, huh? Not really a fun topic to talk about, but we got to get a little serious here, which is also in regards to the future with Hasbro. Okay, so this was recently broken, where Hasbro cut 15% of the workforce in 2023 because their holiday quarter sucked. So you got a quote there, and if you want to see the official article where I got this information from, I just did a little bit of a snippet, but I'll read the quote for you. Despite strong growth in the Wizards of Coast and digital gaming, our consumer products business underperformed in the fourth quarter against the backdrop of challenging holiday consumer advice. So basically, the one time when you'd think they would do the best, they did bad. So this is also adding on top of this whole thing of like the Wizards and all this stuff of Hasbro going on this back and forth, which I think they backpedaled recently and said, okay, we're not going to do changes, which there are more qualified people in that department who know that have covered it. But if you want a TLDR, basically what's happening is Hasbro is really trying to get greedy. And what you've noticed with Beyblade, what you've noticed with other parts that Hasbro handles, Marvel Legends, I believe even Star Wars, I'm pretty sure. But what's basically been happening is the product's about more or less the same, but like the prices are going up, right? And that becomes an issue for consumers. How many times I mentioned like the Beyblade slide that the prices I don't think match the quality of the product. It's been a big issue, and obviously consumers are not falling for Hasbro. Another thing to talk about, which is it's just disgusting to really realize this, but I think he has the article there, or the
article. This is a contract.
Yeah, it's the contract. So basically, the CEO, which is of Hasbro, was it Chris Cox, right? Yeah. So
his base salary.
It's
here.
Oh my God.
$1.5 million.
And
plus bonus.
And they laid off like what, over like 1,000 people?
1,000 families gonna suffer.
Like 1,000 families are going to suffer because of Hasbro's incompetence. But these CEOs still gonna take all that money. You know, they're still gonna get their nice bonuses, all that stuff. It really does suck because
we'll put a link in the description.
We'll put a link in the description because you got to imagine that a lot of people that are working for Hasbro is pretty much, it's not their fault at all, by the way. It's Hasbro's fault for their own incompetent decisions. But now they get punished, right? Because now they're going to compensate for the lack of profit that they made by cutting off the employees. And it's really sad to see. It's really sad to see. And this is where it leads to Beyblade and why I'm very worried, because if we've noticed with Quad Strike, if we notice with all this stuff, a lot of stuff keeps on getting cut more and more from the base, and it gets scary. So why was this Pro Series Photoshop I had from a while ago, why is it there? Which, again, edited concept. So this is recently on a conversation we talked to with, I'll say, professionals in the industry that have seen what's sold and what hasn't sold for Beyblades. I don't know if this is a surprise to anyone, but at least in Canada, and I've even seen this in the US, the sets don't sell. The sets do not sell. The sets rarely sell. Like Pro Series, doesn't matter. Like the big sets, even the quad drive, you know what I mean? I think the last time I remember them selling really well was like maybe during the Turbo, but Turbo was like a unique case. And part of this is in contribution to the price changes, to the quality of the bays we've been getting, to the quality of products. And why I'm worried is because I don't know if Hasbro is going to do any more. I don't know if they're going to risk a lot of these sets. Like, obviously, at Light Ignites, they'll do it because they have the animation to promote it, right? But, like, for Pro Series, I don't know if they do Pro Series for sets. Or I don't even know if they're going to continue much of Pro Series, because I'm going to give you some context. Now, in Canada, if you've seen our recent video of, like, the Pandora 4-pack, like, the prices are pretty insane. Like, it's, like, what, like $42 Canadian to get one Pro Series Beyblade. And it's, like, a lot cheaper to get maybe like a quad drive, so that's Quad Strikes, like a starter. It's very unaffordable to get these bays, and like they're very likely going to cut on a lot of stuff. So I'm not going to be surprised if a lot of their focus is maybe just on QS, or if they start slowing down with the Pro stuff. Like, even on the topic of Pro Series, I've talked to a lot of people in the US, I've seen in Canada. Pro Series has probably, in Hasbro in general with Beyblades, they have probably like the worst distribution I've ever seen. We're supposed to have the Rage, the Brave, and Variant stuff already out. We should have already had it out. We've seen the shipments. It was supposed to be already released on Amazon, right? Yeah. Nothing. I think some people may have gotten it when they had the link early on, but
there was shipment in the end of October.
There was ship, but like big spaces, and it's not a good thing for Hasbro Beyblade. And this is why it's not a good thing. Because essentially what's the issue with Hasbro is that they overproduce on one thing and the stuff isn't selling. So when they overproduced, why is that an issue? Because then after they can't bring any of the new stuff because they still can't sell the old stuff. And this was a big issue in Toys R Us Canada, which I don't know, it was either the year before or year prior, right? But they had like a lot of Beyblade Burst Evolution.
Yeah. Like now the sets are
clogged, right? but a lot of old stuff clogged. And the thing is, for them, like, they're not going to stock up new stuff until they have to get rid of the old stuff. And like in Toys R Us, I've seen they've tried to get rid of it. Discounts, 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 right? If you look in the US, Target, I've seen like those big battle sets, like what, like over $100. Like how much? Like 20 on the discount? Like Target?
Let's move on.
Yeah, it's crazy, huh? It is crazy, and it's an important topic. It's an important topic. So, moving from there, right? We're gonna talk about Quad Strike. So last week we talked about the Kerbeus evolution. We still don't know if Ken's gonna have it or not. We're gonna find out eventually whether or not they own it.
This bay is legit.
The Bay is legit. Obviously, some have said, "Oh, it's clickbait." No. The Bay's real. The Bay's real. What we're gonna be doing this week, we're gonna have a discussion on a few things. And I'll read the chat afterwards to have a discussion. I'll look at the chat. But I know for sure that the Kerbeus has to be in that set because they have to have 2 Beyblades. And the Kerbeus...
Where's the other ones?
That is a very good point. I have to go get that image. But the reason why I say Kerbeus is the main Bay in the meantime is for the simple reason that Kerbeus basically has like that orangish color that we've seen work really well in the stadium. And it has like the lights kind of like salmon pink. So obviously, if we see some of the bays here, you know, it has some of the color traits, you know, a lot of these light and bright colors. I'm sure probably because it has a similar orange, maybe it'll shine kind of similarly bright there. So Kerbeus has to be there because also it's like the main one. It's like the main one. So we're going to talk over the other possible candidates for the bays that could be left, which we're going to be getting. It will eventually appear on there. It's called bays left. I don't know if it's gonna... There it is. There it is. There's the image. All right. Now, for the bays that are left, that my prediction. All right. Now, but this is where it gets tricky because we don't know for sure what's what. No, I think for sure it's the Kerbeus. Now, judging by the original reveal of these bays, it means that they must be close in production in some way. So I don't think that it's all separate. I think they're very close. And it has to be Wave 2 because everything that we saw from Bullets to Whirl, it was all Wave 2. So this set, Light Ignite, is also during the time of Wave 2. So we got Lightning Poseidon, Chain Dragon, and what is that? Comet Basilisk. Now, my prediction, my bold prediction is going to be this. And I could be wrong. And we're gonna go to the chat for this one. And we'll also go, maybe it could be something else. Maybe it could be another second bay. But I think for sure it has to be the Kerbeus. I think it's going to be the one that looks like Kerbeus and Comet Basilisk. Now, you're going to ask me why. Because if you remember, Divine Knight, the pinkish kind of colors, it's the same colors that are on the Comet Basilisk, where basically in that stadium, it's going to shine like a bright little pinkish colors. It would be a left bay, so it would make sense for like right and left, how they usually have maybe like one right, one left. Sometimes they just have both right. But the colors, like the bright orange, I think it makes a lot of sense. Because I remember the orange too on the Zeal Nidhogg. That also kind of shined a bit. So I think that's the case. But then after, okay, now we got the dilemma. Where's Lightning Poseidon and Chain Dragon go? I think a store exclusive. I think those two are paired together. Maybe it's like a Walmart or
set.
maybe a Walmart. Yeah, it's got the Walmart colors maybe, and they just throw it in there. Or the alternative is maybe this is some... No, it has to be probably that because I wouldn't know what else. Because... No, we know both of the singles for this wave 2 is Twister Pandora and Zyphoid Knights. Oh, okay, yeah, they have to be in a set then. They have to be in a set. I was going to say 2-pack, but no. Unless they're somehow in Wave 3, but I definitely think it's probably some exclusive set, unless they throw them all together, which is not likely. I do think maybe Poseidon, I'm not too sure if...
These are the ones of the set, because all the Wave 2 is already filled.
Yeah, these have to be in sets. I think I'm going to go with Kerbeus and Basilisk for the set, and maybe the other two are just some separate, like Walmart or Target exclusive. Probably Walmart, maybe. Yeah. But I think that's pretty fair. I think that's pretty fair. I am a little bit curious what parts they're going to give it. I'm also curious if Chain Dragon is the right one, or if they're really going with like light blue and like green. I'm very concerned. Oh wait, I think I don't remember what greens actually shine on that stadium, but the bright yellow maybe. I'm trying because I'm thinking in the context of the stadium. But yeah, okay. Now we're gonna move on. But I want to take to the chat. You know, What do you think? Now, the reason why I'm saying this, because I know last week we talked about Lucius, which we don't know for sure if they're going to do Lucius. I don't think... Okay. They might do Lucius, but I don't know if they're going to do the same thing with Kerbeus, because if it was, we would have seen it by now. But I could be wrong. I think Lucius could maybe be... Maybe it could be like a third wave, and maybe that has like Evo Bellfire 3, or whatever they'd call it. Evo Bellfire. Because I remember in like Speedstorm, they had like Origin Achilles like shoved in like an extra last wave at the... I think it's possible. Plus, you know, we don't know what's all in the animation. Maybe there's another Pandora, right? Maybe. Probably not. It's probably just the 4.
Pandoras are done.
But you think so?
Yeah. Only if they want to do evolution in the end.
They could do an evolution at the end. They very much could. The other topic I actually want to talk about, which is just also talking about just general stuff before we go to the chat. Go to the Pro Series image, because that's the only one I have.
Which one?
Just the set one. Okay, so we reviewed Mirage. That's the wave that's after Brave, Rage, and Variant. So Brave, Rage, and Variant, that is the wave that's after the previous GT wave. Mirage is a new wave. We don't know what the other 2 bays are. Now, I'm going to give you what my guess was and what my father's guess was. So my guess for the wave that's going to have Mirage is most likely it is Mirage, Curse, and Glide. The reason why I say Curse and Glide, Curse has a big incentive for Hasbro because it was a prize bay and people are going to want it, so it's easier to get. Plus, they have to do 1D, Hurricane. There would be some appeal for Satum, I would think. Rocktavor, they have to because 1S. And also, they have to release the normal version of the wheeled disc, so... I think they have to do those 2 options, but what he says, because he made a good point, that they did pick very strong options for the first set of Sparking Pro Series. They could potentially do Tempest and Infinite Achilles, or they would call it Triumph, I guess, and Infinite Achilles, which I think could make sense. I do wish if they do Infinite, there's some way for the shield, and there's some way for, like, the sword. Which actually, okay, now you got to go back to me, because I got a big brain idea right now, which they could do this, and it would be very smart. Okay.
Talk about the song. Yes.
Oh, we'll talk about the song, too. I'll talk about that at the end. So here's my idea. Okay, we already know that they have probably going to do Infinite, because Infinite's popular, and it would be big demand. Okay, but listen, there's a shield, right? They can't just do 2 of them. And, okay, if they do a set, they do a set. What if they do Infinite Devilos, but it has the shield? Now here's the thing. Death and Abyss, or whatever it's called, was it Demise and Abyss, don't have any appeal on the rings. It's really bad rings. No one's going to want it. But if they do Infinite Devilos, they can do the Black Devilos chip, and they do it on the Black Infinite with the yellow shield. It would color match. There would be some appeal on there, and it would make a lot of sense, and they could throw whatever they want on it. Or they do this. Now, if they want to do the sets, they can do the set. Now, some have also made this good point, which it's very likely they could also do Hyperion Burn and Helios Volcano in a set. I hope we can make it that far. Because I'm going to be honest with you, there's like a couple months gap per wave, and with how long Quad Strike goes, I don't know how far we get. I think I just want to cover, I just wanted to do just Infinite and Hollow and Curse. Infinite, Hollow, and Curse. Those are the only ones I want. If they don't do anything else, that's fine. And I'm worried. Yeah. Yeah, Doomsizer. Yeah, Doomsizer. Yeah, say Doomsizer. That's the Hasbro name. Because we're going to talk about the song now. The official... Oh, I don't know. I don't think I can actually show the actual song name. But for Quad Strike, they released the official song. I'm going to get to the name of the band because I haven't listened. I listened, but I only listened to their work on Quad Strike, which I think it's like Our Last Night or something. I'm pretty sure it's something like that. They recently released the cover for it, which we're going to try to get and open up in a sec. He's going to open up on there. But, yeah, they released it. I can't play the song for copyright reasons, obviously, or any visuals from that, but I think we'll try to get a snippet. Okay, well, it was really just a small piece of info. Either way, I think we'll end off talking in the chat. What are your thoughts on the topics? And we'll answer a few questions, answer a few thoughts, and I'll probably scroll up on here. So this will be kind of like the Q&A session, I guess. Yeah, Last Night is the band name. That is the, okay. See, I almost got it. I almost got it. Last Night. No full version yet, which I hope they do the full version. I have a pet peeve every time it's Beyblade and they never release the full opening because I like to hear the full opening. Or sometimes maybe they just got commissioned just to do the shorts. Which it is possible. But imagine if all 4 Pandoras get an evolution. Well, it'd be kind of funny to actually see. I think maybe they could do like a final Pandora called like Quad Strike. That's the joke. That's the running joke. They're gonna do it. Like Burst Ultimate, Quad Strike Pandora, Evo Pandora. Huh? How long do you think it'll take for Wave 3 Quad Strike info? Now this we can talk about. It depends, because the reason why all this Wave 2 stuff is because that's how the production goes. Oh, there you go. Hey, hold on. We got it. I'll answer that question in a second. I still got it there. Okay, here you go. Yeah, from Facebook. So if you want to support the original song, you can see the Beyblade official account, and they have a link to their YouTube account. No, go up. That's it. Yeah, it's a good cover. It's definitely up there with the Turbo theme. I still think Turbo is the best theme. Oh, and they're wearing the Beyblade merch shirt. I just noticed that. Nice. Okay, that's good cross promotion there, huh? Okay, sorry to answer. For Wave 3 now. For Wave 3 of Quad Strike. Okay, you got to remember, there's a very important thing that went on, which I'm sure a lot of you may have realized. The Lunar New Year. Okay, that halts production, all that stuff for everything, right? So, I think now in February, I think maybe a week or 2 from now, we'll probably start seeing some things. Very likely. Very, very likely. Hey, also, don't forget something else. Also on that topic, 2 big things this month. One, Korokoro, which we're hopefully going to see some teaser for the March date. Second thing is the V2 remake set. If you're an old gen plastic fan, it's mid-Feb. It's mid-Feb, and I'm very excited. That's officially like the last burst product as far as I know. I just checked Walmart since it's been a few weeks, and $25 for ambush. Whoa, Walmart! Hey, what are you doing? Yeah. 25. Jesus, how much does Pro cost? Oh my, yeah, because the price raises have been insane. Obviously, it's on the retailer's web, but you know, it's part of it is also Hasbro does decide, and the retailers also have a little bit of input. Yeah, but how could
they release more black light stadium sets? No.
The reason why I say no is because you got to consider this: who's going to buy the first one? Exactly.
So we figure you can show.
Oh yeah, get the lights. I'm gonna be.
Okay. That's what they use in the stadium.
You're near a small echo. Sorry about that. 'Cause I took off the headphones. Okay, sorry. Oh, my hand cut off. No, that was from the Quad Strike dimension. Okay, listen. Look at this. Look at this. Hasbro. How much does this cost?
Oh, they're cheap. So
how
these
much?
are tiny LED light, UV light.
UV light.
So they got 6 lights.
How much?
You can buy a pack of 100 for $10.
$10, and the set's like.
Pack of 100. So it's just a LED light, all connected, and the batteries they're powering. I don't know if you can zoom in more.
Oh, we're gonna do it like this.
Yeah.
It'll look really weird.
It's got
don't
plus,
not too close to the screen. Hey.
This is the lights they use inside the stadium. It's not LED lights.
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest. You don't need the stadium, but how we modded the stadium, that's the entertaining. That's why I always said it's like you don't need the stadium. I don't know.
No, the stadium is cool. It's
I mean, okay.
Idea.
Okay, fine. Okay, in fairness, it's a good concept, but I think in the general idea of it, $10.
I think for the, to be original, nobody ever did that.
Yeah, I mean,
nobody did LED strips. This is not LED strips. We upgrade with LED strips.
Yeah.
In reality, these are the lights.
Yeah, in reality, it's like these, like 6 of these.
We're gonna do another mod with actually these lights.
Yep.
And filling the 6 other lights they're missing. That's the only thing.
How do you think Gen 4 will be handled? Wait for the March date. I love saying it now. Wait for the date. I think we might. Okay, here's the thing I've been thinking about. I think because they have to hype it up, there's got to be something. My prediction for what they might show on the February Korokoro, it could be a nothing burger, likely. They have to show silhouettes or something. It's got to be. It's got to be something. It's got to be some piece of content. They got to show something. I do think.
Sell UV attachments. What do you mean?
What about what?
So can you start sell UV attachments?
Oh.
You mean the lights?
Just Amazon.
Yeah, we can provide the links.
Yeah,
we're gonna do a different mod on the stadium.
Well, we're gonna mod the stadium differently, and we'll make sure to link.
We'll detail all the links where you can buy and do the same. We can save you money right now. Go buy red strips.
Yeah.
Red strips end up being as expensive as buying the stadium.
Yeah, I mean it's good for the entertainment, right? It's good. Oh, also, forgot to add this. Okay, because there's I think we're pretty much good at this part. Okay, something else I forgot to mention. Channel updates. Okay, what do we got? Now, if you saw the poll recently, Metal Fight 1, I already recorded the video. So if you want to see with the UV blacklights, Metal Fight Beyblades, Hyper Blades, Spark Effects, that type of stuff, that is most likely the Monday video. Or a video this week. Another thing, we have some updates. If you're wondering, for Bay History, for like whatever's the highest tier in the channel member is, I posted some visual updates, but we are working on the Excalibur Bay History. Basically, all of it's recorded, and now I have to edit it. So you can expect that early February. Yeah. I'm going to say a week or two from now. Aside from that, I have good news. Winter Battle of the Stadiums. Yeah. It sucks here. It actually sucks here.
We had two dumps of snow in 3 days.
Yeah, so probably when I have a free day this week, I'm going to record on the big stadium. We'll get the Quad Strike base, some TT base, or maybe get some small stadiums you throw it. Well, we're going to do it. I'm not going to miss it this time.
ZANKYE cast?
And for ZANKcast, you know, we've got a good lineup of guests. It's going to be a nice one. It's always going to be a nice. I don't know why I say that. It's obviously always going to be a nice one. But you know, stay tuned. Every Saturday, usually in the morning of Saturday. And I think that's about it, except we have our store. I got you there, huh? I almost left before I plugged our store. I almost left before I plugged the store. Listen, if you've seen what January paid me, just scan the code. Oh, okay, Hasbro fans, listen. It's not a QR code like this, all right? Scan the code if you want, or mallofbays.com. Listen, it's an hold on. It's an optional way to support the channel. Listen, January for any content creator, they don't pay you. So if you want to check out our store, greatly appreciate it. But yep, we have a good. Do you want me to show the mod? No, we saved that. We saved that. Hey, we did a mod, the custom.
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
You want me to show?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I have to go grab it. Teaser, last minute teaser. Don't leave yet. Last minute. I gotta get off. Hold on. Okay, hold on. We talked.
Grab Pandora.
Oh, Pandora is there. I talked to Quadra. No, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna do a video on this. Look at that. Not too close, huh? No. Don't do it. No. It's okay. Hey, I talked to Quadra. All right, we got our launcher. It's custom. I want to do a video on this week. It's a good one. Alrighty, that's it. Alright, have a good Sunday. Let me know your thoughts on all the topics. Sorry you went on a little bit late, but I do appreciate all the people that showed up. And yeah, a lot of snow. And also greatly appreciated for all the support in the chat. I tried to answer as much as I could. And have a wonderful January as we're ending off. And hopefully February is going to be looking better for everyone. Hopefully less snow here.